Welcome back, folks. This is Shradul Gavande from Ace Knowledge, and in this video we'll talk about if-else statement in Python. So let's open our idle Python over here, and if-else statement, we have a set of conditions. Let's say if a particular condition is been satisfied, then perform some of the actions, else perform some other actions. Example would be like, if I want to buy a pen, I'll give money, right? If the pen is available, if the pen is available in the store, you'll get the pen. Else I'll take my money back. In that case, okay, this was just a visualization of if else statement. Okay, so let's create a Python file as new file, and we'll come over here and let's take some variables. We'll say x is equal to, I'll give the value as 2, and y equal to, let's say, 10. So I have two variables, x with value 2 and y with value as 10. So let's check which one is greater. So I have a condition over here that, let's say, if. So if statement starts with the keyword if, and then with the condition which we want to put, let's say if x is greater than y, okay, and then colon, if x is greater than y, I will print the value of x. Say, let's say x value let's say value is x, fine. Else now this is if statement, okay. Let's run this first. Let's first save this file abc.py on desktop, and let's execute it. So here we get the output as a blank. So we are getting blank output. Why is it so? Let's check our code again. So here the condition is if x is greater than y, but the value of x is 2 and the value of y is 10. So x over here is not greater than y. So that is the reason it is showing as blank, because we are only handling the part where x is greater than y, but we are not handling the part where x is less than y. So that is the reason we are getting a blank output. So here comes a condition, here comes the part of else statement. So we have else over here. That means if x is greater than y, print the value is x. Else, that means if x is not greater than y, what should we do? We have to write it over here in the else part. So that is the reason we have the else part. We'll say value is y, or whatever you wish to print, okay, and we'll simply say fy, and here you get value is y, as x is not greater than y, right? So that's how if and else works. Let's take another example. Let us find whether the number is even or odd. So we'll take variable x is equal to, we'll give the value as 2, again the same thing, and we'll take condition as if. We'll say if x mod 2 is equal to 0. So we want to find whether the number is even or odd. So we have to divide it by 2 mod 2. We have to get mod 2 value. If mod 2 is equal to 0, then we'll say as print x is even, okay. Else, so we don't need to again mention that if mod of x is not equal to 0, it will automatically understand. So we'll have to just simply write in the else part, which is x is odd, and here you go. So the value, we get the output as x is even, as we have value of x as 2. Let's take take a different value. Let's take 5, and let's save it and check the output. So you get the value as x is odd. So that's how if and else part works in Python. Okay, the logic is same everywhere, only the difference is the writing, the syntax part, the writing methodology or writing style is different. We don't have any curly braces over here. You have to simply write, we can write it as we write our normal English or any paragraph. So it's that simple. We can even exclude this brackets part, and don't need to even write the brackets, and we can simply execute it, and yes, we get the same output. So it's that simple. So that's it from this video. Thank you so much, and don't forget to subscribe.